Picture this, your child or grandchild opens up a gift Christmas morning and goes, oh, it's a college investment plan statement. Granted, it might not generate excitement at that moment, but when it comes time to pay for college, different story. But what's the best plan for that? Stuart Welch with the Welch Group joins us now to talk about how easy it is to gift a 529 plan. Good to see you this morning, Stuart.
Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, if you open up that Christmas morning, it's not something they can play with right away. But I tell you what, when they get college age, they do appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, listen, you're still going to have to give them the toy, but it is true. If you give them a toy, they're going to remember you for a moment. But if you give them an education, they will remember you for a lifetime. 529 is by far the best way to help fund an education. So let's talk about some of the real benefits. Let's start, Mike, with both a state and federal benefits. On the federal side, when you put money into a 529 plan, you don't get a tax deduction, but once that money's in there, it's going to grow tax deferred, no taxes on it. And then when that money's taken out and used for qualified education expenses, again, there's no tax. So that is an incredible benefit in terms of how you get money to grow. From a state perspective, the state gives you a 5% refund for contributions to their 529 plan, the Alabama plan, for up to $10,000. So if you put $10,000 in there this year, you're going to get a refund of about $500. So that's good.
So how would I want to open up that? Let's say you have a grandchild. How would you want to open up the 529 plan for them as a gift?
So there are actually many ways to do this. What a grandparent may choose to do is to open it up and actually hold those assets in their own names, in the grandparent's name. And when they do that, they control the money. So they control how that money gets to the grandchild, when it gets to the grandchild. They're actually able to move it from one grandchild to another grandchild, assuming that the need might have shifted between grandchildren. And technically, they could even take that money back if it turned out they needed it personally. There'd be some tax consequences with that, but you have lots of options. You could also give it to the child to control for the grandchild. There's lots of things that you can do, and you'll want to talk with your advisor about what's best for you.
And you can contribute and start out with as little as you want. There's usually a minimum, but it's not that much. Stuart, but there is a little bit of risk involved here. So talk about that and also the expense ratios of our state plans.
Yeah, so from an investment perspective, you have lots of options and some really simple options. They have what's called an age-weighted option where they start out, if it's a young child, they start out really aggressive, mostly stocks. And as that child approaches college, they automatically reduce the amount of stocks and make that more conservative. So that's a really good way to do it. Alabama's plan uses Vanguard in the do-it-yourself side of that, very inexpensive expenses. So overall, lots of options, great opportunity. This is the gift to give if you've got some extra money.
Stuart Welch from the Welch Group, we appreciate it. Yeah, Alabama's 529 plan at one time was not rated very high, but now it's very good, very good. All right,
excellent.
For more information, thank you very much. You can go to savingforcollege.com. Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Mike.